MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Elite and the Beavers. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Alex Cobb is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Standing in, Ronald Acuna. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
At the plate, Tyler Freeman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second, and this one's in the dirt. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Cobb is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Standing in now, Stephen Coggin. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonzo. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Pitch misses the throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll get back in safely. Runner goes for third. Strike taken to throw. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Braun to put it away. Now here comes the runner for the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. They don't come much better than this. Full extension out in center to pull this one in. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off there 1-0. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut. He didn't miss it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Runners off for second. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
That's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball well outside. Runners are at first and third with none out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out.
That can be a tough read for the runner at third, because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Garcia rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. As they cut their deficit in half, it's a 2-1 game now.
That is good. No left fielder. Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes set, the 0-1. Line to the right side. Henniger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Las Vegas is on top here, 2-1. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's the ball.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
1-2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And it's fouled away. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success. And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Mitch Henniger. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch of the at bat, hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Henniger.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Bader is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
So now to the plate, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Joey Ross.
So up steps Joey Bart now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. The average coming in 257, 6 home runs and 42 runs batted in. This one's down to third. The tag gets one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. The Elite on top 2-1. Leading off the inning, Christian Vasquez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. Torres picks it up. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he takes a called strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Nico Goodrem.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrem. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Goodrem, a native of Georgia. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The center fielder,
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Into the corner and slicing foul. Goodrem is off of first with 2 away. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. He's running in there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. On the ground to second for Torres. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ronald Acuna. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Now here's the pitch. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Braun is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Striding in, Tyler Freeman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the third to see if he'll fish.
Now batting, the left fielder, Steven Goggins.
Into the box, Stephen Coggin, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
2 on here with 1 man out. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonzo. First offering on its way. The 0-1 delivery. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Now the 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
On a line to shortstop.
Now batting, the second baseman, Leora Garcia.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. The 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, bases loaded. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
In there, and it's even at 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. 2-1, here it is. Grounded down the third baseline. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Elite lead this one 3-1. Back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ground ball to third. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings. And you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. So striding forward now, Leora Garcia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. Set to deliver on 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. On the run is Henniger. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Next will be the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
A base hit in his first trip. Line drive to left, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on them. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, 1st and 3rd and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Fouled off. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The runner from 3rd comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. So 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors and a couple of men left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Elite are out in front 3-2. At the plate now, Jazz Chisholm. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in, Joey Bart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high. But you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Acuna digs in now as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Bader is right there, 1 down.
The third baseman, number 2, Tyler Freeman.
Ready for another shot now. Tyler Freeman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Hey, Dero, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Into the box now, Stephen Coggin. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonzo.
Digging in once again, Pete Alonzo. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
3-1 to him now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Digging in, Torres, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Elite lead it 4-2. Bottom of the inning now. At the plate, Steven Souza hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Nico Goodrem.
Striding in once again, Nico Goodrem. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Hits are even at 7 apiece. High in the air out to center field. Acuna is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Calhoun. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Willie Calhoun.
Now the pitch.
No, that's low.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. High and deep to right center. Souza's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chisholm.
Settling in now, Jazz Chisholm. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, inside.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Three and 2 now. Joey Bart would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and it'll bring Joey Bart up to bat. From the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. A bouncer to the left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Villar, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Standing in now, Leora Garcia. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Garcia brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now back, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Alonzo is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Ball 2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Swing, strike 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dan Altavilla will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Altavilla.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Acuna has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. (3-0) now. Altavilla, a 27-year-old. He was a 21st round pick during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Freeman.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Freeman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. And now he's tagged out, trying to scramble back to second. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Stephen Coggin. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing, and he pops him up. Here comes Souza, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
The first baseman, Alonzo.
So here's Pete Alonzo. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Count now, a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Braun. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
To the plate now, Torres. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. The Elite on top 5-2. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now, Ryan Braun. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. Ball 1.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's off the green monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold them in this thing.
Here's the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. High and deep to left center field. Acuna going back, and it bangs off the monster. Vasquez rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Jordan Hicks, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Jordan Hicks.
So now to the plate, Nico Goodrem, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is line to left. Coggin is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Souza.
So striding in, Harrison Bader. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
2 out here and a runner at second. That evens it up 1-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Acuna has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Elite are out in front here, 5-3. Jose Castillo is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. New inning set to get underway. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Ready for another chance? Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
At the plate now, Jazz Chisholm. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he is in there. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Souza has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
With the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. It is put in play to the right side of the infield. Torres has it, and that's the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Leora Garcia.
Into the box, Leora Garcia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Another one sent foul. The next 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row, loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. Torres brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Elite are out in front 5-3. Leading off the inning, Ronald Acuna, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The third baseman, number 2, Tyler Freeman.
Striding into the box, Tyler Freeman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Line to the right side, lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Standing in now, Stephen Coggin, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
A.J. Minter gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Into the box now, Pete Alonzo. Swing and a line drive. Foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. First and second now, 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Now that.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
In now, Torres, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his career, Torres carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Minter, a native Texan. He was selected in the 23rd round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Now that.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3 balls and a strike to Willie Calhoun.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, 1 swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 1. Outside, that's the ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive, Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Standing in, Jazz Chisholm, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Las Vegas is out in front 7-3. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, Ryan Braun, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Haniger in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike 1. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to hang with it, and the inning is over. Matt Barnes enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping up to the plate, Joey Bart. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Juan Soto will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And that misses. 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
Number 86, Taylor Trammell.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runner goes. Strike taken. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded to third. And that's out number 1.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now at the plate, Tyler Freeman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. To the left side, but it's well foul. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Count is 2-1.
Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Taylor Trammell will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Steven Souza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Nick Solak is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Giovanni Gallegos enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside. Aye.
Two and one. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Eniger. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nico.
So coming to the plate, Nico Goodrem, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's set and the pitch.
Hey.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Fouled off. And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Las Vegas win for a division-leading 98th time. Jesus Luzardo hangs win number 11 on his line. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base.